that's supposed to love and adore us. This is why we not get married. So you can cap it and sugarcoat it all you want to, player.
No, I'm not saying 1,000. I don't agree with part of your message, bro. All I'm saying is at the end of the day, you got to protect yourself at all times, just like boxing. This is life, bro. So it's not a race thing. It's women, period. I'm a man. Obviously, that's gonna be what I'm telling my son. You got to protect yourself, protect your seed, period, bro. It's no putting it in a hey, hold on. Hold on. I'll let you cook, bro. Let me make my point. At the end of the day, bro, the anecdotal thing that you're describing, and let's say it's nationwide, what percentage of the country is actually in college?
If they want to have children, but the black men are not marrying them, do they just go without?
They're having children.
We know that, but what I'm saying, we know that.
Yeah, go without.
Problem.
No, go without, because
we're saying
at the end
if
of
they
the day,
aren't marrying to get rid of the wedlock, what is the solution? So what?
I think that in society we didn't normalize this single parent household stuff and co-parenting and all this stuff. I think it's a culture issue, honestly. It's more acceptable. There's no shame associated with, having children out of wedlock. When if you go back 30, 40, 50 years, it was shame associated with that. As each generation goes on, it becomes more loose and more loose. And it becomes actually popular to be a city girl and, all this other kind of stuff, scamming and all the stuff that come with these little hustles that some people run. And that's what I'm saying. You got to protect your seed, because it's women that actually just want to hustle. They want to hustle a kid out of you so that they can get your bread. And I'm just keeping it a buck. So okay, I'm not going to put that in.
One else thinking, man, is this. We're raising our black men, and I'm with you, but you're raising your black man to protect himself from who?
Oh, I agree with you.
No. I agree. But no, go ahead and say it.
No, you protecting yourself. I would teach my son to protect himself from women.
Black women. Just say it.
No, women, bro.
Okay. I told y'all, I keep giving y'all this thing. I worked in North Carolina at ROTC. I lost 50% of my female students before freshman year. Before sophomore year, I was down to 25%. I went to the University of North Carolina and I would graduate a whole class. And at all my students at the lovely historical black college, they didn't make it because they was getting pregnant. Like, look at them stats. So you can say what you want to say. And like I said, it's sugar cake. Because the thing is, what you don't want to say it, but I'll be the one to say it. You're telling black men to protect themselves against black women, because guess what? They will make a decision without you. I see white kids and say, look, a little white boy say, I ain't trying to have no baby, man. We in college. She said, okay. She'll do whatever she do. But now, if you got to protect ourselves, if we got to protect ourselves against women so bad like that, our women that's supposed to love and adore us, this is why we not get married. So you can cap it and sugarcoat it all you want to, player.
No, I'm not saying 1,000. I don't agree with part of your message, bro. All I'm saying is at the end of the day, you got to protect yourself at all times, just like boxing. This is life, bro. So it's not a race thing. It's women, period. I'm a man. Obviously, that's going to be what I'm telling my son. You got to protect yourself, protect your seed, period, bro. It's no putting it in a hey, hold on. I'll let you cook, bro. Let me make my point. At the end of the day, bro, the anecdotal thing that you're describing, and let's say it's nationwide, what percentage of the country is actually in college? Okay, so if you look at what percentage of the country is actually in college versus just Joe Blow walking around, what percentage of people are actually represented in what you just cited?
But see, what you're doing now is you're playing crazy.
No, I'm not.
Because the reason you can use college because it's a controlled demographic. You can look at kids. Yes, sir.
All right, come on.
You can look at kids from their freshman year. And like I said, I didn't even need the stats. I seen it. I seen these kids have to withdraw from the ROTC program because we pay some of their little tuition constantly, and all of them coming there knocking up. And I did not have one white chick coming there when I was at the University of North Carolina. And guess what? This was crazy. When we go to Keep It Funky, I'm going to have niggas on a panel that going to share this experience.
What I'm saying, bro, from what you're saying, that's a small percentage of the country. It does not represent the country.
Oh my
You're
God.
talking about people that are going to college. What percent of the country is in college?
You see, you know,
What
it's
percent of the hold on? What percent of the country is graduating college? What
Dude.
percent of the country is enrolled in college right now?
dude. You.
So you're using a small percentage, a small subset to represent the whole of the entire country. That's flawed from the very beginning.
No, it's not flawed because it's reality too. Because when you walk out here in these streets, this is what you see. You know what I'm saying? This is what you see in our families. So don't act like you don't know it, bro. This is what we
The
see.
percentage that Shantae is quoting, bro, it's not about race. It's everybody. It's the country as a whole. It's unwed versus wed. That has nothing to do with race.
Dude, this
You
is
making it about race, and it has nothing to do with that.
I do understand Logic's point when he's making it, when you're referencing the Black woman, because of the disparities that we have in our community. I do understand what it is that you're referencing. As a Black woman myself, the way you're making me feel is almost villainized, as if the Black man does not play a part in why that is the way that it is. And so I'm not negating what you're saying, that when you go into these communities, you see these young sisters, these young brothers, and they're pregnant. I mean, I experienced that in my high school as well. And I experienced it in my college as well. I understand your point, and it's valid. In the same context, I think it would be more appropriate for you to figure out a better way to express that, because it almost villainizes the Black woman as if I am the only reason why that exists or why that's a problem in our community. That would be my
Look, check this out, babe. I don't want to villainize nobody. But the thing is we've been getting this message since I was in high school, and we not getting no results. So, and then look, and then every time we talk about this, because I did a whole presentation about this because it was an issue. When I left North Carolina A&T and went to the University of North Carolina, I went back to North Carolina A&T to do the presentation. And you know what? I was getting I was getting pushback from, even though they knew that it was occurring. Like you said, you knew it occurring. And I know everybody on this panel saw the same thing I'm talking about. But see, we can never fix the problem if we never acknowledge that it exists. I want to fix the problem. I want my son to go out there and say, you know what? I want him to find a young Black woman. But I will tell that young Black woman, and then like I said, I got to tell him, yes, you know what? Don't trust her. If she says she's on birth control, don't trust her. So listen, what we're putting, and he can say what he want to say, but this is what we put in our boys. We're telling our boys not to trust our women. And y'all know this exists because now he just said it. Don't trust them.
I think that when I talk to my son about it, I'm telling him all women. I'm just saying anybody, because you never know who you're going to come across. You have people you can trust, people you can't trust. You never know which one you're going to come across.
Yeah,
so you can always, if you just protect yourself, if this is a person you don't see yourself with, a person you don't want to have a child with, it is up to you to protect yourself. Like, why is that so hard?
Yeah, it shouldn't be directed specifically that you have to protect black men have to be protected from Black women.
No. Look, check this out. That's just like my son living in Chandler, Arizona, wealthy place, right? He won't experience carjacking, so I don't have to tell him like, hey, protect yourself against carjacking. You have to sit here and train your kids on situations where it's environmental. It's environmental.
Depending on what college he goes to, why does he have to be protected from Black women specifically?
This is what I'm saying. Even my daughter, she's in 10th grade, right? She has 0 pregnancies at her school. 0. And like I said, we can sugarcoat it. And you know what? I apologize to all the Black people watching. This is not a Black problem. Mr. Logic is wrong. Men, protect yourself against everybody. And then, yes, I'll leave it at that.
Nah, you should protect yourself against everybody. It's not a race thing, bro. Because if you think about it, like even these athletes that go to college, number one draft picks and all that kind of stuff. Everybody is coming at them and they angling at them in all kind of different ways. And it has nothing. If that athletic kid that's going first round in the NBA draft and he go by your logic, he gonna get a white girl pregnant.
No,
based on your logic, bro.
Based on my logic, they busting them down. And how many kids you see in the draft?
Yeah, what I think white,
hold on, don't let me look mistaken it. They be busting them chicks down. All them pros be busting them chicks down,
bro.
No, ain't no bro. Let's keep it funky. See, you sit here, you spilling this narrative because you don't want to be real. It's a problem. This is why our problem would never be acknowledged, because we have men and women would not see and say, hey, we have a problem.
Bro, it's not, but I do agree that it's a problem, but it's not a black problem. It's not a race problem. It's a culture issue. It's every race of people are having very similar experiences as it relates to getting pregnant, bro. Because what you're saying, basically what you're saying is
black people are impacted more.
But
that's always the case.
No. Listen, I agree with him because I did read a census report because I do this all day long, just like you, Mr. Logic. And one thing that was a difference was that they said that sometimes when white people, I don't know if I should say white people have a child out of wedlock, there comes a marriage. Meaning the man steps up and marries the woman, and therefore it's not an out of wedlock situation anymore. So it's just handled a little different
of the time that occurs with white people when they have 63%. If they cohabitating and they end up having a child out of wedlock, 63% of the time they'll end up that out of wedlock child, those parents will end up married. However, with black people, that's only 17%, and the marriage comes typically within 9 years after they've had the child.
I'll piggyback off of that because I've taught in a predominantly white school and a predominantly black school with seniors. And in the predominantly white school, to piggyback off of what you said, yes, there were students it was a couple who they dated all throughout high school. By the time they got to me, they said that their parents were going to help them to shack up. So in a couple years, no more than 2 or 3 years, they were going to get married. They're actually married right now. I also have some students when I came here that, and this is with being part of the majority, so it's predominantly black, where I have had, in just this year alone, with my graduating seniors, I had one student who had a deletion. I had another student who got pregnant. I'm trying to think, 1, 2. I had about 3 students who got pregnant, and in addition, with one deletion. So altogether, that's 4 students who were pregnant, and they're not with the baby's fathers anymore. I even have a student who's a track student who was married. Excuse me, not married, but excuse me, who her dad was a pastor, black family, wonderful family. She had a baby, and
Juicy J, you got to stop. This is not just a black problem.
I know it's not a black problem, but I'm just saying it's on both ends of the spectrum, but it's more, of course.
Don't bring up black or white. This is a problem. Man,
well, the solution, they handle it different. That's what
giving both sides of the spectrum.
Yes, they just handle it different. Listen,
right? Because
he's trying to be funny because
he's definitely trying to be funny.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't bro because you putting your kids at risk.
I'm just playing both sides
because it kind of feeds into a narrative to white ice is colder and all this other kind of crap. At the end of the day, bro, everybody got different angles that they playing. Hold on, but because you don't know which one is which, you need to be safe, bro, and protect your seed. Period. That's it. It's real simple, bro. It's real simple.